Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hello everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Hello everyone. I'm
No. Take it again. Take it in. One more take. It has to be clean for the actual podcast.
I know. I'm sorry. You're acting like we're not gonna have like a blind opening of us saying like 1, 2, 3, trying to clap 4 times in a row. Like, all right. Hello everyone.
Wait. Sorry, I spoke over you. Say it again.
You know, you could technically just cut yourself out of that, and it would have been
more
fine.
Work for me. It's more work for me. Say it again.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Mina.
And I'm Migi.
And we're Migi Mail, a podcast made by two friends that discuss the vast world of content creation. And today we are talking about clout chasing.
Clout chasing. Woo! The most, probably, I want to say, controversial topic
to date,
in especially the VTubing community, I feel like.
Oh yeah. I feel like to a certain degree everyone's a little bit at fault of clout chasing. But
oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
But there's like a good and a bad way, I feel.
I think like it's because the gray line between clout chasing and networking, it's so gray. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many different layers on it for different people as well. There's so many different thresholds for different people. And like, I don't know. It's really difficult because like I don't think there's anything wrong with networking, right? Mm-hmm. But like it's just so much stranger in the content creation community. Like if I go to a job or like if I go to like a convention that's like for research, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm, like buttering up to like a research assistant or like to a PhD student who I want to, maybe work under one day or like want to get to know so I can get access to their lab or something. People don't consider that weird, right?
I don't know, man. Like, I think you only want to talk to that TA because you want their knowledge and you want their position. And
absolutely,
so
I do.
You're
I
just
want money.
using them, and you're not even considering like that TA is a person, and you're just like, oh my god, TA can you help me?
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm a terrible person. I apologize. I'll never network again. No, but you know what I mean, right? Because it's like you're in a professional setting and you butter up to people who you want to maybe get connections from, and that's considered okay, right? Mm-hmm. But like in the content creation community, I feel like the lines between like networking, friendship, clout chasing kind of really blur together, and it's like weird to define what it is and what it's not, right?
Mm-hmm. I think it's mainly because when it comes to in a professional setting, when you're like trying to get close to someone to like benefit you long term in your career, it's kind of like an established like rule of thumb that like, oh, I'm close to this person because like of their position, and like the job is removed from that individual. Be like, oh, I want like to be friends with this person because like they're this title and all of that. But when it comes to a content creator sphere, it's more or less like a person is intertwined with their brand. And it makes it
that's a really good point.
It makes it a lot stickier when it comes to like clout chasing or like just trying to network or be genuine friends. Which, how many people are actually trying to make genuine friendships in this sphere? I don't know.
Dude, it's so weird because it's like, I feel like the definition of friendship, especially in the content creation community, is also just so skewed. You know what I mean? Like people consider being Twitter mutuals as friends. I'm like, how? You don't know a single thing about them. You don't know what I've gone through. Like
people take
I've
personal
never cried
offense
in front of you. You know, like like
if you unfollow a mutual, that's like a personal offense.
No,
for
it
some
really
people.
is though. It really is. People get like so worked up about it. But the thing is, it's like I think it's wrong to be, like blaming the other person. But at the same time, there is a degree of like why did you unfollow them? Why did you break mutuals? And it's like, then you start questioning like, oh, were me and this person not actually as close as I thought they were? But then you start questioning like, why would I even think that I was close to them to begin with if we were only Twitter mutuals, Yeah. But it's just like, because of the climate of anonymity almost, right? It's like when someone unfollows you, it's almost as if there's something else going on, and you start wondering like, oh, is there something is there something deeper than it is, right?
Because like, okay, let's say I got a new job and I switched companies. There's a 97% chance I'm never going to speak to anyone of my 99.7% chance. You know, I got to up it a little bit. But I'm never going to speak to anyone else at my company ever again. Just because I moved jobs and there's no more there's no more proximity. But I don't think that like they would take offense to that, since it's like, oh, like I'm just no longer in that sphere anymore.
Right.
But when it comes to like content creation, if I just like mass unfollowed people, I feel like someone would be like, what's going on? I feel like I'd be called
absolutely out. No, absolutely. It's crazy though, because it's like, I think like it's more so the fact that online we have this really concrete definition of a mutual, right? Like when we talk in IRL and stuff, when we like interact in real life, you know, it's also like, oh, maybe you met them at a party, or maybe you met them at a business meeting, or like, you know, at a co-working event or something like that, right? And like, you don't really think about who is your mutual and who is not your mutual. But like online, it's so concrete. It's like, this person follows you, I follow them, we're oomfies. Yeah, exactly. It's so weird. It's so strange. Like this culture is so confusing. And then like, because of that, I feel like the strain of like breaking a mutual is like also all the more crazy. And you also have people who like, have you ever had, people have probably seen this on Twitter. If you're in this sphere, you've probably seen it on Twitter. Whenever like someone like follows someone back and then like, they're like, oh my God, this person followed me back.
Dude.
Like, you know,
I find
my
that
God,
stuff so funny.
And it's like,
bruh.
Yeah, it's like, it's a follow back.
Yeah.
Like, I get it if you enjoyed their content, you know, and then like, you're like, oh shit, they enjoy my content too. What a great, you know, what a great thing, right?
I understand being excited, but I think it's when someone is publicly showing that this person followed them, for me, it's less about the excitement that person is following them, but rather being like, hey guys, look who just followed me.
Yeah, right.
It feels like, more like bragging, like humble bragging.
Yeah. It's also like, especially if, I don't know, because it's like, just a random example. A Slimesicle followed me back, you know? One of my favorite creators. If he followed me back, I'd be like, holy shit, you know, Slimesicle followed me back. I tell all my friends, you know, because they know I love Slimesicle. Like, I've talked about him before.
Yeah.
If he follows me back, I'd be like, holy shit, he followed me back. If Bose followed me back.
Oh my, I would
I'd be
cry.
Like, what? You know, we'd be like crazy. This is fucking insane, right? But the thing is, it's like,
but I wouldn't post it to Twitter.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, because it's weird. It then ruins, I feel like, the relationship of like you and that person as well.
Yeah, because you're putting them on a pedestal.
Yeah. It's like any instance of a relationship you could have had in the sense of like equal standing is thrown out the window the moment you post about them on Twitter.
Oh my God. Wait, I'm sorry. This conversation reminded me of the one time someone from corporate followed me back. And then within 0.4 seconds, I got the notification, because when someone follows you on Twitter, you usually get a notification. So there was a corporate VTuber. I'm not going to say your name, but I know who you are. You followed me. They followed me, okay? 0.4 seconds later, immediately unfollowed me. And I was so confused, because I was like, I got the notification. I went to check and it didn't say that they were following me anymore. And so I'm like, I was an accidental follow. I feel like I was like a shame follow.
Oh, sorry.
But like, it made me laugh more than anything. But
yeah, it's like, it's no hard feelings, you know?
Yeah, of course. Like, I don't. This person doesn't owe me anything. I don't even know them. Exactly. But like, I could just imagine if that happened to someone else, they would make a huge ass tweet about this, about how like, oh, this person followed me and then immediately unfollowed me. How could they? They don't care about indie VTubers ever. They're just like, all that.
Yeah, it's really easy to blow it out of proportion. It's so easy to blow it out of proportion, because it's like,
I think it's funny.
I don't know, man. I don't understand. It's like one of those things where it's like, I don't think, if you don't understand the mindset, you're not part of the problem, you know? I said this before on another podcast episode, but like, it's so hard for me to grasp that I'm just like, I can't even begin to like try to empathize with it, you know?
Do you think it comes from like a lack of fulfillment in their real lives?
That's going psychoanalysis me. we're psychoanalyzing people at that point.
I'm just saying, because like, if it's a person following you on Twitter, how deep can it actually be? Like, I understand being excited, but it's like, I mean, like, I don't know, it's not that deep.
It might, like, I say this kind of as a joke, kind of not, like, I'm joking chronically online.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you don't understand how relationships work really in person in real life, and thus all the experience you've known is from online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think it really comes from people who have grown up in the cosplay or the content creation community, where it's like, it's so like it feels so important to them that they feel as if like it's like the end of the world for them, right? Like I have an example. I'm not gonna say who, of course, but there was this one person I know who's been in the content creation scene for like 7+ years. Like they've been in the scene for a long time, and one of the really popular VTubers had unfollowed them, and they were very, very upset about it, like saying like, oh, you know, like I thought, you know, we were close, and I thought, you know, we were people that respected each other, but I guess it wasn't like that. And while in this situation, while I do think that that other party had some, you know, of issues of their own, I think they were both wrong in the situation. In a sense, like one person took it too seriously. The other person didn't realize the impact that they were causing, you know, and they refused to apologize for it. And I think like,
I know the situation you're talking about. And I understand where you're coming from, but I also don't think you have to apologize for like unfollowing someone.
Oh no, I don't think you have to apologize for unfollowing someone, but I do think you have to recognize when people criticize you. And you have to recognize, you know, because the thing is, this person, they had instances of this issue before, you know, and they've been called out for it before because it hurt a lot of people when they would mass unfollow, because they would feel, because a lot of these people were really happy when this person followed them back, you know? And it would hurt a lot of people when they mass unfollowed. And that made it kind of iffy because it was kind of a callback to, hey, I thought this had been addressed already, but now it seems like you're still doing the same thing. So what's going on? Did you not learn from the last event, right? So I think that situation, it was a bit weird.
It's because it's rehashing the same wound.
Exactly, yeah.
God.
It was because, like, I think, like, in that situation, both parties were at fault. You know, there was just a lot of different conflicting things happening, and it was just difficult.
Messy.
Yeah, dude. But the thing is, that's messy for no reason, right? It's like, it's messy for no reason. End of the day, it's not that big of a deal, right? Like,
wait,
it's one person.
Wait, Mugi, have you ever noticed when someone follows you and like maybe a week later it shows that they followed you again?
Yes. Oh my god. Bruh, I have a story for you. There was this one guy, since hence has been called out and basically exercise. That's not the right word. Excommunicated from the community. Called out for some pretty bad things. I got vibes from day one.
Yes, your vibe checker is always A+.
Yes, my vibe check is pretty strong. But I got vibes since day one, so eventually I soft blocked them because I was like, I don't want to do, I don't want anything to do with you. I'm getting out before you can get in.
Yeah,
we're leaving, right?
Yeah.
This person followed me back after I soft blocked them.
Oh,
a few days later, and then I soft blocked them again.
Yeah.
And then they followed me back again.
Oh my god.
And I was like, take a fucking hint, my dude. Like, oh my god.
Dude, that's so cringe.
Because it's just like, I understand if they reached out to me, be like, hey, like, what happened? Did I do something, right? But then they just didn't reach out.
What if
they
didn't
reach out or say anything?
No. What if they were just like, oh my god, that's so weird. Twitter keeps unfollowing me from Nagami Mugi. That's so strange. I just want to look at Nagami Mugi's tweets, and Twitter just keeps unfollowing me for some reason.
Oh, that's crazy. No, but it's just more so like, it's like, I'm trying to like gently tell you, hey, like, I don't want to be associated, you know? And like, the issue is, it's like, don't push me so hard to the point where I have to block you, because then that makes me the evil person, right?
Yeah, like, oh, this person blocked me. How could they?
Yeah, because then at the end of the day, it's like, I just want to not be associated, and that's okay. You can dislike people. That's fine. You don't have to like everyone, you know? I feel like people in the content creation sphere forget that. Yeah, they do!
They completely forget that, like, listen, you don't like every single person. Why are you expected that everyone else is going to like you?
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
I don't understand it, dude.
I think. Oh, you want to go first?
No, you can go first.
I was gonna say, I feel like people need to realize they are not the main character of other people's stories. You are only the main character of your own story. And you're a side character in everyone else's story if you even appear in other people's stories. And I think people have to like remember that and like ground themselves. And yeah, I think a lot of people forget that.
It's also because of the fact that a lot of content creation, especially in the streaming community, it's all about people pleasing, you know?
Yeah.
It's about pleasing your community. It's about pleasing your fans. It's about pleasing your friends. It's about pleasing people who you want to suck up to for cloud chasing. You know, it's all about people pleasing. And I feel like people who grow up in this kind of sphere, they adopt that in every single sense of the form,
but
right?
Is it ever actually successful?
In terms of like growth?
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like I don't think I can tell you 5 people that have successfully popped off from clout chasing.
I think it's an assistant to people who know how to market themselves.
But
you know what I
feel
mean?
like I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm so sorry.
For those who are listening to the podcast on Spotify, one of my friends in chat, Evie, just said, I can tell you one. And she was like, JK, nope, I'm not going to say it.
We're not going to say who. We both know who she's referring to, and we're not going to say it. But I would argue, even then, that's not considered popping off. I think having connections is one thing, but more or less, someone who's genuinely like skyrocketed from, let's say, 100 concurrent to like 1,000.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I don't think that's ever been a result of clout chasing.
Absolutely not. No. I think, like, tying back to like what I said earlier, it's an assistant, right? Like, if you get to like 500 views and say like that pops you off in the sense of like you maybe have a skill or something that you really have to show for, like you're good at playing video games or you're good at singing or you're good at art, right? Then people who are more popular will share your work. And that might help you get more exposure. But at the end of the day, you still need to have your own personal content. Yeah. You know?
But I feel like people forget that they have to put in their own effort.
Oh, absolutely.
I think people forget that a lot. Sorry, I cut you off though. What were you going to say?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, building off on that. It's like, you know, people forget that at the end of the day, clout chasing isn't going to have any effect on your own content. It's going to have an effect on who sees your content. But at the end of the day, you still need to have content. Like, that's the issue.
It doesn't matter how many people see your content. If they click off 1 second after watching it, like, what's the point? Because,
man.
I don't know. I think maybe because I come from, like, a place, I never wanted to be a content creator growing up. It kind of just happened. And so I feel like my mentality on all of it's, like, slightly different. Where it's, like, I don't understand the why behind, like, why people do that. Because, like, for me, everyone's like, oh, do you know this person? Do you know that person? I'm genuinely like, I don't watch streamers.
Like, and it's like, even if I did know them, why would I care so much?
Why would I? It's like, this person's opinion means literally dog water to me because I don't know them as an individual.
Yeah, like, even if they have good content, you can have the best content in the fucking world. You can be a great artist and have shit opinions, and then all of a sudden your art looks terrible. You know, like
I know one artist right off the top of my head.
But like that's what I mean. It's like end of the day, like I'm not gonna care that much. Yeah, you know, like even if you have the best art in the world, like if I don't like you, I'm just not gonna like you. Yeah. I'm not gonna like your content either. You know, it's just like, I'm just gonna leave. You don't mean that much to me.
I've literally had characters that I adored and the fandom ruined the character for me to the point where I'm like, I can't stand this bitch anymore.
Oh, man. But like, that's the thing, you know, like it's fine having things you dislike and having people you dislike.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the biggest issue. It's like people think it's so sacrilege to like not like someone or not like something. It's like you can have that.
Dude, there's a handful of streamers. I don't hate them. I don't think I hate anyone. But I could live without them being around. Like my peripheral. Like a handful. like sometimes certain things, like certain events happen in the VTubing community that happen a few times a year. And every single time they happen, I just need to blacklist words because I'm like, I'm so sick of seeing people suck dick because they want to try to like get an ounce of clout. You know,
So
do you know what I'm talking
true.
about?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I don't want to like get blacklisted from these places, so I don't want to like say it. I don't want to like, you know, get blacklisted, but
hey,
I get really
this is going
annoyed.
on permanent Spotify.
Hey man, unless I become one of them, I don't give a shit.
No, but that's the thing, you know, like I feel like people in this community forget that like it's okay to, you know, not be friends with everyone. It's okay to dislike people. Just end of the day, you know, keep it in, you know, like don't make it everyone else's issue. I think like that's the biggest thing. It's like, yes, that is easy to say, hard to do because people in the sphere will, you know, associate people who are together, right?
Yeah.
But end of the day, it's like, you make that choice to be with those people. If you don't like them, you don't have to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
you really don't.
Like, if we didn't like each other, we wouldn't be having a podcast together.
No, absolutely not. No, I would be out of here in a split second.
Right?
Dude. Like, if at any point me and Mina start just hating each other's guts, we will end the podcast.
Yeah.
We won't continue it for the sake of whatever.
Yeah.
Clout? I don't know. We get like what?
What clout? We're not even monetized.
We don't even get money here. Give us an ad read, please, Anchor. We're begging you.
We just want money.
$5, please. But like, you know, it's like if you don't like that person, you don't have to associate with them.
Yeah.
Like that little sliver of clout, the little crumb of clout that you get from them is not worth it if it's affecting your mental health, you know?
Dude, like I want to pivot a little bit more towards like experiences with people that you could feel were clout chasey towards you.
Oh.
Like I've had like a few cases, and I mainly noticed it when I hit partner. Just the sheer amount of responses I got after I had a check mark versus before I had a check mark.
Ah, yes.
Because like at least like in my case, I don't have like a skill. Like I'm not an artist, I'm not a singer, I'm not an animator, I'm not particularly good at video games. So I feel like I'm just like I'm kind of funny, and I think that's like where most of my like that's like where my entire shtick comes from, is like I can be kind of funny sometimes. But like aside from that, like I really don't have like a defining talent. So when it comes to people who are trying to use me for a talent, they can't because I don't have one. So it's like if they want to get close to me, they have to like me for my personality. And so I get to avoid like those clout chasers that are trying to get stuff out of me. But all of a sudden I had a check mark and people were being nicer to me because all of a sudden I didn't have like anything tangible to give them, but I had clout.
You had a status.
Yeah. Is that weird?
It is weird. It is weird. I definitely noticed that too when I started Migi Mart. There were a number of people who reached out to me. Like, have never talked to me, by the way. Never once talked to me in like DMs, right?
Yeah.
Never once talked to me. I started Migi Mart, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh my god, Mugi! Like, congratulations on Migi Mart! Want to do a drop together?" And I'd be like, "I'm booked out."
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it, you know, like maybe if it's a friend, right?
Yeah.
A friend who reaches out to me, be like, "Oh, you're starting this new thing. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever want to work together, let me know." They'd be like, "Oh, yes, I'd love to work together." That's basically what happened with me and Evie and Mina, actually.
Yeah.
They messaged me and they were like,
But
"Oh,
like,
you're
we're
gonna work
actually
together."
friends.
Yeah, but we're actually friends. That's the thing. Like, these people don't know who the fuck I am, you know? Like, but like, it's the fact that I almost was feeling like I was being disrespected because I had knowledge on other things, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it felt so blatantly like I'm gonna use you.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna use you for this opportunity, and we're never gonna talk again.
Not use, they'll utilize you. I'm sorry, that was a quote from you, right, Nikki? I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm not gonna use her, I'm gonna utilize her.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That doesn't sound right.
I'm sorry.
I was like, I was thinking back on it. Is this a sex joke?
No,
like,
I was making a weeb joke. I'm so sorry.
I was so confused. I was like, excuse me?
I'm sorry.
Are you trying to diverge from me saying like, oh no, they're not gonna use me, as in like they're not gonna use me sexually? And I was like, okay, wait, hold on.
Well, I would hope they wouldn't.
I would hope they wouldn't either.
No,
I did not give consent.
Yeah, just they're trying to use you. Yes, continue, please. I'm sorry. I was making a joke. I'll never be funny again. That's why the kind of funny. They don't always 100% land. Okay, I have an 80% win rate.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. When the joke about her not being funny is funnier than the actual joke.
Shut up. And that's why it's kind of funny, okay?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Woo, woo. Anyway, what were we talking about? Fuck.
You felt used because they reached out to you out of nowhere.
They took advantage of me. They touched me.
Metaphorically, not physically.
No, but like,
just put that out there. Metaphorically, just you were tickled unconsensually.
Half this episode is just gonna be us laughing. Okay. But yeah, no. When I started Mugi Mart, I definitely had a few instances of that, and I felt really bad because it was like, do you only see me as a person who can be
useful,
utilized?
God, utilize me.
Oh my god, don't use me for Mugi Mart.
No, but you felt like a vehicle for them to get something, like to gain.
Yeah, it really did. It was like, I have the knowledge, I have the accessibility, and they happen to be mutuals with me. So all of a sudden, oh hey, Mugi, like puts her arm around your shoulder. How's my best buddy doing? Want to do a drop for Mugi Mart? And the thing is, I had this one person, right? I said no to them. I was like, hey, I don't have any availability right now. I might open up forms later on. You can apply through there.
Yeah.
But then they were like, oh, I want to do a drop for December. And I was like, I just said, I don't have any availability. I'll have a form later. As per my last message, excuse me?
Oh my god, as per my last email.
I was just like, can people not read? What's going on? You know, like,
it's like if they don't hear what they want to hear, they'll just try again.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is a waste of my time. Now I just feel more inclined to not work with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it just like goes to show like they can't even take no for an answer.
Yeah, dude. It's like, what's gonna happen if I have to say, oh, we can't do this product when we're working together? Yeah. You know, like, are you just not gonna be open to negotiation?
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst, dude. Okay, this is a bit of a tangent in terms of cloud chasing, but like, I have some. I'm not gonna say who, but like, I've worked with a few people.
That's like the quote of the episode. I'm not gonna say who,
I'm not
but
gonna say who. I worked with a few people who, again, it's not their fault. I get it. It's a lot to read.
Yeah.
But like, when I say please read over everything and please let me know if you have questions, I really mean please read over everything and please let me know if you have questions now, you know? Not 4 weeks down the line, a day before the drop, asking me to change the date, you know? And it's just like, because it's really frustrating. Because then it's like, you mess up the entire timeline for everyone else.
Yeah.
And do you not realize that you're asking for accommodations that could have been asked for before, but you just didn't because you didn't fucking read, you know? Like,
VTubers don't read.
VTubers don't read. Can you just fucking read? It's not that hard. And again, like, I don't want to blame them because I get it. It's a lot, right? It's a lot of stuff to read. It's a lot of legal stuff. And maybe like if this is their first like partnership or their first collaboration, they don't really understand, right? But I'm just like, if you don't understand, ask me questions now. You know, like, don't ask me questions 4 weeks down the line before we release your fucking drop. You know,
yeah.
Like,
dude, it's just weird. I genuinely think people forgot how to socialize. Because I don't know, like, I don't want to just blame COVID for everything. But I definitely feel like the online climate specifically changed so much more when everyone came online. Because I feel like when I was younger and like I was an internet kid, but it was like I understood what it meant to be on the internet. But after the C word, after the Rona happened, the normies got on. And the normies started entering the content creation sphere as well. And I'm one of the normies that entered the content creation sphere. Mm-hmm. But I also had like at least previous like DGen the history with like the internet, which kind of I think helped me.
I wouldn't say you're a normie.
I think I
wouldn't say you're a normie.
I have a job. I
VTubers don't have jobs. I'm a set here.
Content creators don't listen.
If you're a VTuber, you can't have a job.
Out of every 100 VTubers, like 3 of them take it seriously. And I'm gonna say it there. Out of every 100 VTubers, like indie VTubers specifically, 3 of them take it seriously like a job, and the other 97 are there for the clout.
That's very specific percentages.
I'm going off the people I know.
Look, man. This is our getting canceled stream, dude.
What are they gonna do? After this. Cancel me? I still have a job.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm like the worst clout chaser. I'm actually the worst clout chaser. Because if I don't like genuinely want to talk to someone, I'm not gonna talk to them.
And I'm the exact opposite. Not in terms of clout chasing, but like I get so anxious around talking to people that I just don't talk to them. I legitimately, I shit you not, I have spread out save files of multiple different screenshots of everything that I have accumulated over the years of being in the content creation community. If anyone ever tries to fucking out me, I will go into my villain mode and just out everyone else.
Guys, don't out Mugi ever, and don't out me either. I'm part of Migi Mail. I don't think I've done anything to get canceled.
I don't think you've done anything to get canceled either.
Yeah, I don't think you've done anything to get canceled.
I don't think I have either, but at the same time, it's like you can cancel for a lot of weird things these days.
If someone tries to cancel me for not responding to their DM, be more funny that I want to respond to you. I don't understand. I'm not gonna I'm tired. I'm only gonna respond to people I want to talk to. Just be more funny or something. Don't just DM me hi.
God, oh my God, wait. That just brought back a repressed memory. Have you ever had people who would DM you like, oh, wishing you a good day, sending you like a cute meme, and then they just keep doing that when you don't respond to them?
And you don't respond?
And you don't respond, and they just keep doing it. I'm like, I don't know what the end goal here is, what do you want from me?
That's kind of cringe, bro.
Yeah, I call it love bombing. And it's basically what they do when they try to get on your good side by like expressing a lot of affection towards you. It's like sucking up in a very meticulous way. You know what I mean?
I personally despise people who suck up.
I am too.
It's like, I won't say it outwardly just because I'm not going to cause shit that I don't need to cause. But I know who sucks up, who the sucker-uppers are.
I know who sucks.
I know the people who suck.
I know the suckers.
It's very obvious. And personally, I just pretend like I don't see anything. I'm blind. I do not see.
Yeah, because it's like, it's not something that I feel like I have the jurisdiction to call them out on. Because at the end of the day, if they want to participate in this type of behavior, that's not my life. I can't, I don't have any jurisdiction over it. Yeah. But I personally don't think I want to be friends with someone who does that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I literally, I turn into like an oblivious child. I'm like, huh? What? Who are you? And I move on.
I do wonder though, Evie raises a good point for those who are listening from the podcast. Our friend Evie talked in chat and said, I wonder if viewers also notice. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because the thing is, it's like, oh, okay. I used to be considered in a trio with two other VTubers. For a good portion of us being publicly considered good friends. We were not good friends. There was a lot of tension going on. There was a lot of arguments. It was very, very bad. There was a lot of manipulation. I ended up finding out that one person had been lying to me about so many different things. And it really hurt me. It really, really hurt me.
Dude,
but
shit was fucked.
The public never saw any of that. The public thought we were the best of friends. We traveled together. We did so many things together. And no one knew. you know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I feel like that's the scary part because it's like the viewers, the people who see only the outwards appearance of what's going on, they don't understand what's actually happening like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it makes it really difficult for people to feel like they can step away. I think that's like one thing that like is really difficult about like the whole clout chasing thing, because it's like people will name drop without viewers realizing they're name dropping.
Yeah. And it's like about the situation that you were talking about. Like that entire situation was so messed up on so many different levels. But in the public eye, it's kind of like you have an image to uphold. And whoever spills the beans first is going to be the one who's villainized. Which is like...
It sucks. It really sucks.
It's a bad situation. I'm glad like for the most part it's over. Although some of them are like cockroaches and keep like sprouting back here and there.
Yeah, we're just fucking woo everything.
Listen. The situation was very messed up. There was a lot of just a lot of like emotional manipulation and a lot of stuff was going on.
Yeah, and it was difficult because it's like the thing is these people, you know, they did a lot of things to make us look like that we were really close in public. Like we would be on streams together very often, you know. This person would like name drop me a bunch of times on their Twitter. They would tweet from my accounts and stuff when they were over at my place, you know, stuff like that. And it got to a point where it almost felt like I was in an obligation to be in a relationship with these people because the fans thought we were close.
Yeah.
You know? And that was really difficult for me because it was like, how do I explain to people that what their perception is not actually reality, right? Yeah, it's really hard. It's really difficult because it's like you tell you know, if I told my, you know, community about this, they'd probably just be really confused, right? Because their perception of what was going on and what was actually happening is just so different, you know?
Good. When I was made aware of the situation, I was confused and I was friends with everyone. I was so confused. Like, but I also don't think too deeply about things in general, so like
Mina, when I told Mina what was going on, she drew me this really funky little image. I have it saved somewhere. It was me at a stand, and it says Mugi's vibe check. It was really badly drawn. I just like, it's a very, very core memory right there.
Hey man, I listened to you. I understood. I didn't just push. I listened.
No, Mina did listen. Yeah. Mina really took the time to consider what I was telling her. And I think she, like, once I told her what was going on, she was like, oh, shit, I'm starting to recognize the signs, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dude, my whole world got shifted. I was like, oh, shit.
It's crazy, though, because it's like, I do feel like that, partially the reason why that relationship got so muddled was because of clout chasing.
Yeah, 100%.
It was because the other two people in that relationship, I felt like they were becoming too content creation oriented. We weren't spending time, you know, outside of content creation. We weren't spending quality time together. We weren't having even quality conversations. It was always just for stream, you know? Yeah. And it got to the point where it felt like I was just an accessory friend. I wasn't really even a real friend to them. I was just someone who they could bring on a stream. I was someone who was more entertaining, you know, like could it be someone who could be bounced off of, you know, like, and it was difficult to express that because it's not like we didn't spend time together, but all the time we spent together was meant for content. And that's when it became difficult to blur the lines between, is this a business friendship or is this a real friendship, you know?
And I think a lot of, especially the bigger content creators, run into that issue where it's like you're spending, because a lot of like your life when you're a content creator is revolved around creating content and creating content with other people. And so you think you form these friendships, but then the moment like the cameras are off, everyone goes back to like their own lives and you're kind of just like left there. And it like kind of like messes with your self-worth because it's like, wait, I thought we were like friends.
Right. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, it's not. And like we're all just like business people.
Do you think this is why VTubers are depressed? Or content creators in general?
I think everyone on the internet's depressed.
No, but like specifically dealing with like loneliness and like not having friends.
Oh yeah. I don't think people know how to make genuine connections with people. Because it's like, I don't know, like I think in my case, I don't talk to people unless I like them. And I think it helps me, like I know who my friends are. Cause like I'll reach out to you guys, we'll talk, we hang out, we like chill on VC together, we talk about random shit. Not necessarily about stream stuff, but like about whatever. And then like a lot of people only reach out to someone when they want something, and they don't just reach out because they want to just have a conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Kind of like it's a transactional relationship.
Yeah, it's very
service-based.
transactional.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I just think a lot of people are lacking just genuine connections. And I don't think they're probably getting it in real life either. Especially just because like we were all in lockdown. No one was making any new connections.
That is true.
And if you weren't able to hold on to the ones that you had, you're basically alone. And so they turned to online. And then online, everyone's being transactional, where in one space, they're being very like, oh, we're friends, we're friends, we're friends. And then the moment like the light is like away, they just ignore you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's so rough, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like this really isn't talked about at all in the content creation sphere, though. Like this dynamic of relationships. Because
it's so messy.
Everyone's just too scared. You know, I feel like that's one
it's
thing.
also like the way like the community's perception of the streamers as well puts pressure not to talk about it.
Oh my God, yeah. That is true. That is really true.
Because at the end of the day, like as shitty as it sounds, your community, for the most part, they don't want to hear about a streamer going through a hard time. Because I feel like a lot of viewers, and I know each community is different, but a lot of viewers aren't there to like, they want to just be entertained. And if a streamer's constantly being like negative, or they're constantly like showing that they're like upset, or they're like complaining, let's say, about money, or they're doing all that kind of stuff, it ruins that immersion. And the community is going to go to someone else who will make them feel entertained.
I think it's also like that, and also like the corporate standard almost.
Yeah.
You know, like the idea that like in corporate, two people might be like shipped together, or like, you know, like paired together in a sense of like the word, right? And like people, like even in advertising and like their collabs, like it's very enforced, you know, even if maybe they're not that good of friends with each other, right? But the thing is, it's because they're in corporate, because, you know, that's what the fans like to see. They're often paired together, even when it's like not of their own volition.
I'm sorry.
You want to be shipped?
I want to be shipped. I want someone to be shipped. I want to play into it. I feel like it'd be so fun.
You are shipped though.
No, I want like no, but like it's like, oh lol, but I want like a proper ship. I want like a rabid fan base that's like analyzing everything I tweet to like relate back to that ship. Like
I don't think you actually want
that.
No,
I want it. I want it. I do. Because I just think it'd be fun. I don't know. I would love to mess with them.
This is your toxic trait. This is your fucking toxic trait.
I feel like it'd be so fun though. It's because like, oh, I'd be like, you know, just tweet something like, lol. And then everyone would be like, what the fuck is she talking about?
I
like,
mean, for a period of time, that's kind of what I feel like we had for a bit.
Did we?
The person who came into our chat.
Did we?
No. Huh?
We never had that.
No, someone came into your chat and was like, what's your relationship with Nagami
No,
Mugi?
that's them being dumb. I want like proper shippers. That's them accusing me of being in a relationship.
It only takes maybe like 10 dumb people like that to make a fan base in that way.
No, but he's just asking. No, but that's like straight up asking, what is your relationship with Nagami Mugi? I want someone to go through my tweets.
No. If you were to say, you gotta find out, they would have gone fucking rabid.
God, I just think it'd be really fun. I don't know. I think shipping's fun, but that's also a me thing, and I know not every content creator is comfortable with it.
Hey guys. I don't want you guys to think anything weird, but you know, like, just saying, it's a little sus that we're on this podcast together. Just a little bit, you know? It's a little weird that we're talking to each other face to face. It's a little strange.
Two people speaking to each other, there has to be something homoerotic going on. Oh my God.
Nah, man, even like on the screen, we're sitting with Room for Jesus.
Hey, I'm being respectful of your partner.
Oh my God.
All right, is this a good place for intermission?
I think this is a good place for intermission, yes.
Why is the Leo Michelle face? God, I love her.
Leah Michelle.
I'm gonna put her right here in the middle.
Guys, this is why we need affiliate. We need affiliate so we can have Lea Michele as an emote.
Wait, your horn's coming out of the TV.
That's okay. Horny for Lea Michele.
Yes. How'd you guys like the clout chasing? Are we gonna get canceled? We didn't say any names.
No, we didn't say any names.
If they infer, then they know what they did, and they have to admit that what they did was wrong. So. Hey guys, go ask questions that we can answer in the second half.
Oh yeah, wait, where's the thing? Did you post it? I think it's been.
What is it? Is it exclamation point questions?
I don't know. Let me check. Give me 1 second.
What's the command?
Give me 1 second. It is not a command.
Oh.
It is a timer. Let me make it a command.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm sorry.
I'm like that one emote that Evie keeps using lately, like the guy holding the coffee cup. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
While we're on intermission, hey guys, go follow our Spotify and give us 5 stars.
Yeah.
We might be having a little thing coming up soon, which will incentivize people to hit 5 stars. So go hit 5 stars. Please. Onegaishimasu.
I got it.
Thank you. Guys, go ask questions. You can ask about either the clout chasing stuff, or you can ask just if you want to know, like, I don't know what my favorite color is.
The most interesting question of all.
I don't even know what my favorite color is.
I don't think I know what my favorite color is either.
I like all colors. What's my zodiac sign? Your mom.
I'm sorry. I'm actually not your mom. I'm sorry for lying.
Who'd win an arm wrestle? I think Mugi would win.
Yeah, I think I'd win too. What?
Damn. What is your relationship with
Oh my god.
Hey guys, are you asking questions?
I've received 1 question. Do better, goddamn.
Right?
I've got 2 questions.
Wait, where are you seeing these? I see 1 question that's new.
What do you mean? There were 19. Now there's 22. 3 questions.
Wait, are they not in the chronological order?
They should be?
Bruh. Oh, I was looking. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
Spoony said.
Wait, no,
answer
answer
a question
no,
about something.
Oh, we can't answer.
No. I'm reading the chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right
God, what is this censorship? But yeah, Spoony, you can ask a question about that. But try to make questions related to the both of us. Don't make it just one person. Jeez, let me cook.
Who's the human above the monitor? That is Lea Michele. She can't read, so you guys, it's a safe space here. Don't worry, she can't read.
It's fucked up, man. Oh god.
How do we get 5 stars on Spotify?
It's mobile only.
Yeah, mobile only.
Yeah, you can't access it through the desktop, sadly.
Oh my god, I'm like, my cheeks hurt.
Ah, god. Speaking of which, there's some hot tea on the Twitter feed right now.
Ah, yeah, you're talking about
people being unfollowed. Yeah,
I find that
so funny. If you're in the sphere, you might have seen it.
You know, we won't say names, but
we're not gonna say names. But
I just, oh god,
a tweet was made.
I want someone to call me out for unfollowing them so badly, because I'd be
want
like,
someone to call me out for not responding to them.
Yeah, because I'd be like, just be funnier. Like, what can you say to that? Like, what can you genuinely say if someone like writes a heartfelt message being like, I can't believe you unfollowed me. Like, this is, I feel so offended. I'm like, lol, be funnier and I'll follow you again. like what do you even, like, how do you respond to that?
It's a little fucked up.
But I feel like it's so, like, the audacity is so incredible that it would be fine.
Oh my god. This tweet is it's popping off, man.
Is it really?
It is popping off.
I mean, the dude was popular, so like it makes sense.
Oh, there are a lot of quote retweets.
Mugi, unfollow me. I can't believe
right
Nagami Mugi unfollowed me.
I'll unfollow you right now. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Don't fucking test me. Oh, block me, no Yama, too.
God, Twitter's so weird. Yeah, Twitter's a mess. I use Twitter for fan art that you guys don't see because I don't tweet it on my VTuber Twitter.
I use Twitter for sharing random shit. I feel like I don't really interact with other people's tweets. I just tweet.
I'll interact here and there if I see it when I'm online. But genuinely, I'm always on my private or like my alt. There was one time, like recently, because I've been really obsessed with one specific ship, and I went on I found one artist and I retweeted everything from them, and fucking knew me. It was like, who were these bitches that you're retweeting? She's like, where is this from? Like, what ship is this? And I was like, listen, I'm obsessed with them. You don't understand. It's a Project Sakai ship. I would die for them. I would die for them. No, it wasn't Lycoris Recoil. It's a different ship.
Mina has henceforth slowly edged off Lycoris Recoil, I feel like.
It's not that I've edged off. It's that people stopped making content. Because it's been like 6 months since the show ended.
That is true, huh? Yeah.
So like the content
falls off pretty easily, yeah.
Yeah. And like there's been like no fix. I've gotten like 3 fix in the last month from Lycoris Recoil.
Goddamn.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
Speaking of fix, you guys. So like I've been playing Fire Emblem Engage like a lot. I hit over 24 hours. I started playing this week.
I thought you were gonna call me out, dude. I was about to be scared. I was like,
oh no. So like I was like, oh, I want to look at the fanfics to see like what like people are shipping in like the game. Just keep my eye out on the ships. And so there's 90 fics. There might be a little bit more now. The last time I checked, there was 90. And normally, for like explicit fics, it's like maybe like a 5% ratio for like the mass amount of fics. Like maybe like 5 out of every 100 will be like a smut, like explicit.
Really?
Yeah. That's like the general consensus.
The Cyberpunk the Cyberpunk 2077 tag.
Yeah.
There's like 220 River fanfics, like River XV.
Yeah.
200 of them are smuts.
Holy shit. Yeah, I was gonna say because the Fire Emblem Engage one, 45 out of 90 is smut.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've never seen a hornier fandom because normally it's like a little bit more balanced.
God, maybe I just happen to choose the horny ships.
Or maybe I picked the unhorny ships.
Because I might just pick the unhorny ships.
Because I like Yuri. So usually the Yuri ships, they just don't have a lot of smut. And if it is smut, it's always Omegaverse or like Fuminari. Always. There's always a dick.
Not the Omegaverse. Oh, fuck, dude.
No, dude, but Fire Emblem Engage, it's the most degen freaking fanfiction section I've ever seen in my life. It is all incest.
Fuck.
Because there's a lot of siblings.
Gotta get into it. I mean, what?
No, but like I was like expecting to see like I don't know like my favorite ships like Ivy and Alear like the main two like the main girl and like one of the other girls. I was expecting that ship like to kind of like be popular because like they're both hot. No, it's all incest, all of it. Like all the siblings just get like they're all just fucking.
Hey man, if that's how it is, that's how it is. It is what it is.
Not when we're talking about incest, Fawn. Fun.
Did you know that Fire Emblem Engage has primarily incest fanfiction?
Thank you for the raid, Fawn.
Sweet home Alabama. Ain't nobody fucked my cousin but me.
By the way, you're the one that can get clipped for that. you're the one that can get clipped for that. I'm the hold on. Let me just Hey guys, my name is Mina Michelle.
Oh god. For those who don't know, by the way, we do have a Spotify. I also want to make a small announcement on the Spotify. We're gonna be uploading our intermission segments as special little episodes on Spotify. So even though you won't see the visuals for it, you'll be able to hear the audio, and they'll be uploaded as subscriber episodes on Spotify. We got monetization on Spotify.
Woo!
So subscriber episodes on Spotify will be the intermissions, the mini mail episodes, and basically any other content that we do that's not the main episodes.
And we might record stuff off stream.
Yeah. So that'll be there on the Spotify if you want to subscribe. If not, all the main episodes will be free as well.
Yeah.
But thank you, Fawn, for the raid. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Are there any good questions?
Let me look. Oh, yeah. People asked a lot.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna answer Hurley's question because it's just like for me, so I'll just answer it now. I've been playing a lot off stream. I'm so sorry. I ended stream at chapter 5. I'm on chapter 14. I'm sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna go through here. Let's actually go through and answer all of the ones that like aren't discussion-based questions.
Okay.
Real quick. And I'll go ahead and delete them so that we can, yeah. Rice said, Rice. Rice, yes, very cool.
Deleted.
I'll keep that one because that's discussion-based. Hobgoblin asks, where does that staircase behind you lead? We don't know. To grass. Whenever we go outside.
To the ether.
To the ether.
It's this basement is actually in an alternate universe, in the Mina and Mugi lore, or the Migi verse.
That's so hard. Our podcast is literally titled Migi Mail. It's a combination of our names.
I just forgot what the combination was.
Okay.
Why do we have so much Amazon packages? Because we're on Twitch.tv, which is owned by Amazon.
Jeff Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. We're gonna get DMCA'd.
Fuck their
We have a question that says, yeah, nah. Let's see.
Oh, I like the latest question, or the second to latest question in the form. I think that's a nice question.
I'm still looking through the beginning ones.
Guys, stop asking us questions about rice.
I'm deleting the ones that we've also
talked about.
We've also talked about, yeah.
I'm like seeing them get deleted as I'm looking at them. Hey guys, leave good questions, please. I want discussion-based questions, guys. The nitty-gritty that you're afraid to ask other content creators, okay? Like proper ones that you've always been curious about, but like you'll probably get banned if you not like banned if you ask it, but like, you know, like
that sounds terrible. No, don't ask them to ask questions. I'll get them banned.
No, not get banned, but like
don't
the
ask
stuff...
me what color my bra is, okay? Please.
No. Listen. It's like ask like why. Okay, so you know how some streamers don't like it when people point out like viewer count like while they're live, because you know like someone's like, oh, like X amount of viewers are watching, and like streamers usually don't like that. That's like, this is like your chance to ask us why we don't like that, like the reasons why we would ban people. Like this is the chance, and it's anonymous, but just don't be rude. Like, you get what I mean, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Am I seen? Am I heard?
Yes, you are seen and you are heard.
Thank you.
Also, I think I'm gonna pick Evie's question for me, at least.
Oh yeah, let me go look at the questions 1 second.
It's number 17.
Okay. I love question number 23, but I don't want to answer it.
What's question number 23?
Wait, hold on, let me see. It changed the numbers because you deleted something. Hold on.
I'm sorry. Is it 22 now?
Yeah, 22 now. I think that's a fun question.
I think that's a fun question as well.
Oh, number 23 is a wholesome question. Oh, these are nice questions. Oh my god, you guys. Look at you.
Wow. You guys can write funny usernames too, by the way. Like, we've had people who have written like Hot Pot Hottie, MugiCoin 2023. That's it. That's the only funny ones.
I kind of like S. Bourbon's question. Number 19.
Number 19. Ooh, Oh, that's a good question too. All right, yeah. Want to do 3 today?
Yeah. Oh my god, wait, there more keep coming in as I'm reading.
Yeah, let's just pick those 2. I mean, those 3 for now. Yeah.
I'm just gonna answer this one because I don't think it's like a discussion-based one. But, like, who's been your biggest fangirl collab and how did you deal with it? I've never collabed with someone I fangirled over.
I don't think I have either.
That's why I didn't think they.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. No, I was thinking. I was like, who did I collab
Yeah, no
with?
one.
I was like, I don't even collab with people.
Yeah. No, like.
Oh, we should have said each other. Oh, fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. I love you.
Okay, well, fuck me.
No, but we're not gonna fangirl over each other.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Fuck
no,
you,
you're not
right?
gonna fangirl. No, listen,
fine.
Mugi.
I understand.
I would fangirl if I collabed with like Bose or something.
It's fine. I understand. We broke up last week, but we still have to keep face for the fucking stream. I get it. It's fine.
Oh God, how could you just let it slip like that? We're supposed to be going for at least 4 more months before we post the breakup video, and then we're supposed to milk more content for another 6 months. Mugi, how could you?
Oh God. But yeah, do you want to go and switch over back to main?
Yeah.
So we're doing 17, 19, and 22.
Yes. Wait, hold on, let me just pull up. Okay. Wait, 17, 19, and 22?
Yes, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And we're back.
Welcome back, gamers.
Welcome to the Migi Mail Advice Board session. On today's Migi Mail Advice Board, we have from It's Me Again, Hi Eve. Question. Can you ask them if it's off-putting for viewers to see content creators obviously sucking up or clout chasing?
What?
Evie's asking if it's off-putting for viewers to see their content creators obviously sucking up and clout chasing. This is less of a question for us and more of a question for the viewer.
Yeah, because like from our perspective, we can tell when people are clout chasing, but rather for the viewers, it's like, how do you guys?
Actually, this is a great segment for engagement on Spotify. If you are a Spotify listener right now and you hear this question, you listen all the way through, can you tell when streamers or content creators are obviously sucking up or clout chasing? Put it down in the responses below. We have a little response section in the Spotify episode list. So if you see this, if you hear it, write your response below. We'd love to see your opinions.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really watch. Like, I'm trying to think like from a viewer perspective. I don't really watch streamers. So like I haven't like properly, like I could tell from like a content creator point of view when people are like sucking up, but that's because I know like behind the scenes what's going on. But I don't know as like someone who's purely a viewer and only sees stuff from the outside.
I do feel like it's a little bit different even when we consider ourselves to be the viewer, because I feel like in the instance of like, it's like rose-tinted glasses, you know what I mean? Like, if you love that streamer, you're not going to want to believe that they can do wrong.
Yeah.
You know? And so because of that, I feel like if you love that streamer and you love that person, you're going to be less likely to think that they do this kind of stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Even if they do show signs of it, like, you know, on stream or like in the Twitter feed or something like that, right? Because it's like, for me, right? It's if I was like, oh, if someday one day it turned out that, oh, Slimesicle was a clout chaser, right? I would be very surprised because in my head, I love him. I think he's a very genuine creator. And that's the perspective I have of him, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like because you're a fan, you almost don't want to feel inclined that this person that you're a fan of can do wrong.
Yeah.
When, you remember Cryotic? Did you ever know who Cryotic was?
I don't know who that is.
Cryotic was a Let's Play gamer back in like probably the 2012, 2015 era. He was outed for being a groomer and a pedophile.
Why do they always go straight to
always grooming and pedophilia?
Like, can someone get like I don't know, for stock fraud? Can they like go to jail for tax evasion? Can they do something that's more fun than grooming and like? I know. Like, come on, man. Like,
it's
please.
such like a difficult thing too, because it's like at least if you're gonna do wrong to yourself and only yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like, but like, yeah, when that came out, it was a huge shock for me because I was like, this is someone that I've not idolized, but someone who's been my comfort streamer for such a long time. You know, it's like in my head, this person, you know, was probably one of the most genuine people I had thought, you know, I knew, or at least like from what I had seen, right? And then suddenly I'm being told behind the scenes that this could be farther from the truth, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of difficult, I think, for the viewer perspective as well, because it's like, obviously, you know, because they like that streamer, or they like their content, or they like their personality, they're not gonna want to think that they're doing something wrong,
and I
you know,
think
or doing something bad.
It might even be harder for like streaming personalities as well, because like, no, it's not completely an act, because like you do have like some of your personality like out when you're streaming, but it's like obviously there's like maybe like 70% is being shown, 30% isn't being shown,
right?
And it's like that gap. People forget that the person who is streaming is still a person, and some people are shitty, some people make a lot of mistakes, and some people are like decent people who just like fuck up sometimes. And in that case, that person's completely fucked. Like that's please don't do that, you guys. Don't be groomers. I don't know if I feel like that shouldn't be said, but just letting you guys know, just don't be a groomer. Like,
yes, please.
It's really that easy.
That would be very preferred.
Preferable, please.
Preferably not a groomer, please.
But it's
we may have to cancel you.
No, but like when it comes to like streaming, because you see so much of that person, even though it's not everything, you can suspend belief, and you're basically like implanting your own morals onto them, and that's why you want to expect like you want to expect the best from them, and you want them to like be a better person than they might actually be, because like you're enjoying their content. Yeah.
Sucks though, dude. I think it's really difficult, because like as a viewer, you know, you might be like, oh yeah, of course I can recognize it, and of course I can see it, right? But like,
no,
sometimes I feel like it's really hard. It's really hard to say, because like I've known multiple instances of myself where I was like, this person is a great person, they're super cool, and then all of a sudden, what? Grooming, sexual harassment, what? You know, like
I feel like we have to start shifting more, or like away from being like, oh, this person has great content, they're a good person, and more towards, oh, this person's just great at making content, and that's it. And like not them as like an individual.
It's hard though. It's really hard. Yeah, because it's like you see so much of that person, you know?
Especially when they have so much personality in their content.
Yeah.
It's a rough line.
Yeah, trust nobody, not even yourself.
Yeah, trust nobody, man.
Yeah, that's why, like, I always say, like, I've said this before, like, if I get called out for something and it's, you know, like, very serious, even if it's, like, you know, maybe not that serious, but if I get called out for something, just abandon ship. It's not worth trying to defend me. Like, I'm no one to you. Well, that sounds mean. That sounds mean. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. Listen, if I ever get called out, chat, I want you guys to be on my side 100%. I don't care how wrong. I can say that I'm in the wrong. I still want you guys to defend me. Okay? They're like, oh, Mina unfollowed me. I want all of you guys to be like, be funnier to that person.
This is the difference right here. This is the difference.
I want ride or dies. I want this to be a cult. Like,
no, but like I like jokingly, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But like in seriosity is not a word. In all seriousness, like if something does happen, it's not your responsibility to defend that creator.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you owe them nothing, they owe you nothing. You're not going to get anything back for defending them. You're not going to, you know, they're not going to thank you personally, stuff like that. It's just not worth it, you know?
Yeah.
If something happens and your creator ends up being someone who maybe you didn't think they were, just abandon ship. You have no obligation there. Like,
yeah, and genuinely,
just leave.
And like, genuinely, as sad as it sounds, if you just don't consume that person's content for like a month, you're gonna forget about them.
Oh, absolutely.
It's sad, but it's like Jenna Marbles when she disappeared. Like, everyone was devastated that she left the internet, and then everyone moved on.
Yeah, because that's just how the internet works. It's fast paced, you know.
Yeah. Lol,
man.
Bruh.
Should we move on to the next question?
Yeah, I'll read it. And this question is by S. Bourbon. I think I remember hearing a content creator saying they like knowing someone at least a little before collabing with them. What would be your recommendations to approach someone for work without making them feel used? So I think that's actually a really good question that I don't know if I'm 100% qualified to answer because I don't collab with people.
Well, I guess it's more so like how do you
like make friends
with people, I guess. Well, I think a good example of this is like maybe how at one server.
Wait, you just cut out.
Hello?
Okay, yeah.
Like how I approached the collab thing in that one server. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Like I was very much so like, hey, like I want to do this collab. I want to do this game. I've been wanting to play this game on stream for a while. Does anyone here want to collab with me? Kind of like opening it up to the group, you know, opening up to like a bigger audience, not just being like picky choosy. Like
I feel like in that scenario, it's a little different because that server that we're in is meant for like friends for collabs. So like the intent,
maybe you're right. Yeah,
the intent in that server is like these are people I'm supposed to collab with, like whenever the opportunity arises. But I feel like this question's more or less like, let's say you see another content creator on the feed and you really like their content and you want to collab with them and you've just never interacted with them before. I think that's the kind of like, how do you approach that situation versus like you're already kind of in an optimal place to ask for a collab.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because I feel like in like the server that we're in, we're all acquaintances already.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So you're like there's a reason we're already in a space where we can ask questions. Yeah. But I feel like in this case, it's like,
oh man,
it's
hard
to
answer.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, how do you actually approach someone?
I think it's also difficult for us to answer as well because me and Mina both, I don't think collab with people who aren't like really in our circles.
Yeah.
Like even if we do, it's very much so like it was like a group thing that was like happening for that reason.
Yeah.
You know? And like I think it's difficult because me and Mina are both the type of people who like don't want to collab with people unless we know them, you know?
I just very much talking to people unless I know them.
Yeah, it's just for me, it's just like what am I gonna say? Like I feel like I have to put on a performance, you know?
Dude,
like, when we're just talking.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like when we were talking like here, you know, just like one-on-one, like it feels like a natural flow of conversation. But like if I'm doing this with someone else, I'm going to be like awkward as fuck, you know, because I don't know what they like. I don't know what their responses are going to be like either. Like, it's just going to be weird, you know?
Dude, the last few times I was in a collab, genuinely, I just feel so out of my depth. Because it's like when I'm thrown in with a group of people that I don't know, I just like don't know what to say. And I just like stay quiet because like I don't really understand how people are going to take jokes. And so like I don't want to accidentally offend anyone. And I'm just like a firm believer where it's like, it's easier to stay quiet than to figure out what to do later.
God, I am the exact opposite.
Yeah, I know you are. You're very like,
we talked about this before.
You're very like outgoing, especially like in collab settings. And I'm very much more like, unless I'm comfortable with everyone around. But even then, if the group gets too big and I'm still comfortable with everyone, I'll still get quiet.
I think I've talked about this maybe once on Migi Mail. I'm not sure. But like whenever I get into big groups of people I don't know, I get very talkative. Like I try to take control of the situation, try to take control of the conversation, or to direct it in a way that I know I'm going to be comfortable talking about. And like that's my anxiety, being like, people I don't know. I got to talk about everything, fill empty space, you know?
Yeah.
But like it's still really weird because it's stressful, you know? It's like stressful like in my head, racking about things that I can bring up or like topics that I should, you know, steer clear of, or maybe like, you know, like talking about things that are interesting for everyone. And it's difficult because it makes me have to think while talking. Whereas like if I'm talking with Mina, like I'm just like saying whatever comes out of my mouth, you know, like it's just blah, blah, blah. But like it's like brain to mouth directly. But like talking with other people who I don't really know,
you're testing the waters.
Yeah, I get like do I say this? Do I not say this? But at the same time, I don't want to be, you know, too quiet. And it's just you know.
I think kind of like wrapping back around to like the question, the best way to approach someone if you want to collab with them is not to just ask them, hey, do you want to play this game on this day? Don't do that. It's never gonna work. They're gonna ignore you. I'm saying this from experience. I've ignored people who've done that. Just don't do that. Integrate yourself into their community. But like, show up to their streams,
Ooh.
say hi, be a part of their community. But no, hold on, let me finish before I get there.
Okay.
I'm about to say something that you're gonna be like, okay, I understand. But do not actually, like, don't expect them to still want to collab with you. But like, still acquaint yourself with them, say hi, like at least like try to like make your presence known. But you can't go in with the expectation that this is going to get me an end result. Like, if you genuinely like this person's content, you're gonna want to be there anyway. So like, have fun with them in their chat, like get used to them, like understand like their humor. And like, if they're vibing back with you, then that can form naturally, but you can't go in with any expectations. But it's like stepping into like at least like offer, because if you just ask right off the bat, like they're gonna say no.
Yeah. I feel like it's also based on, because it's like everyone has a different comfort level of like who they want to collab with, right? And as sad as it is, like if you have larger numbers and you're in the position of asking people with lower numbers to collab, people are going to be more inclined to collab with you.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. That's just what it is. There's a hierarchy that's unspoken, but it's definitely there. It's 100% there, you know? And I think when Bourbon says like, if you want to do it for work related reasons, like this is purely for stream kind of thing, right? Yeah. And maybe you're in corporate, or maybe like, you know, you're like both already very well acquainted VTubers who are just trying to, you know, make content, right? I think then if you do reach out with the intent of saying, hey, I really like your content, I noticed you do this a lot in your streams. Yeah. I think this would be a good fit for this collab. Would you like to join? You know? Because then I think that's a very like clear cut, hey, I understand that we're not really friends. I understand that we're not close, but I think you'd be a really good fit for this content that I want to make. And I want to ask you if you'd be okay with collabing with me. Then it's very clear cut, like, hey, this is what they're expecting of you. If you accept, that's great. If you don't accept, whatever, you know?
As shitty as it sounds, I feel like the success rate of that is like completely dependent on how big you are.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. That's why I said very well acquainted VTubers, you know?
Like it's so shitty though. Like, it's like if this one person who, let's say, isn't as like established, and they're trying to reach out to someone who, I don't know, like is doing like decently well, like probably like mid-size, there was like a 99.9% chance you're gonna get ignored. Like no matter how like formal they put like the request.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. It's shitty. Like it's not like a good thing. That's why I just reject every collab.
Equal hate.
But I also think it's like people don't even ask me. Like I'm being legit. I don't remember the last time I got asked to like be part of a proper collab.
Yeah, I don't think I've been asked either. I'm usually the one who initiates.
I will never initiate.
Okay. You're a bottom.
I just think my personal content doesn't revolve around me interacting with people.
No, I think
it feels like too much like deviating out of my content to like I don't know. I'd rather play games with people off stream than play with them on stream.
I also feel like people who do revolve themselves around others, there's something. There's something. There's an issue there. There's something festering there. You know?
Yeah. Like imagine your entire content on stream revolves around talking about other streamers. That's kind of weird. That's a little weird, champ. Just saying.
That's the tea.
Oh my god, this tea is piping hot.
No, but like,
hey, there's nothing wrong with React streamers, okay?
No, React streamers is different. That's giving your own opinion on things. But the idea that like there are people out there who basically base their entire content off of like,
I'm friends with X
friends
person.
with this person. Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, okay,
and what about your content?
You know, maybe the fans like to see it, but it's like it's not your content. You know, like where's the actual stuff that's happening on your streams? But yeah,
God. How cringe is it though to have your entire content revolved around who you're friends with?
It's really weird, dude. And not only that, it's like your entire content is revolved around all your friends' behaviors as well. You know,
that's like weird.
Yeah, it's like where's the originality? You know, like
it's like a Frankenstein.
Yeah, like you can't think of things to do on your own stream. You just have to steal from other people. Like
content creation it's hard. And I think people go into it not thinking that it's hard. Because, like, yeah, it's not like being a doctor. It's not like that level of difficulty. But it's still, like, a shit ton of work. And it's hard to be creative.
original thought is so difficult. Like making something your own is so difficult. Not to say that like all my content is original, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, like I did a stream a while back where it was like, oh, my viewers buy me $100 worth of stuff. That's taken from Ludwig.
Hey,
I'm sure Ludwig took it from someone else.
No,
you know?
I'm sorry. You did not quote that chain of order correctly.
I'm sorry.
I stole that from Ludwig, and I told you to do it.
Hey, I've seen that stuff before, okay?
But I gave you the suggestion.
Okay,
I'm like, you should do this on stream like what Ludwig does. Dude, I steal everything from Ludwig. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I did a Jeopardy stream like last year, 100% because of Migi Mail. 100%.
No, but that's the thing though. It's like there's no way to make original content. It's just everyone has done something that's going to be slightly related to what you do.
Yeah. But it's your job to like make it your own thing.
Yeah, it's your job to make it your own thing and not make it a Frankenstein of other people's content, you know? But yeah, fuck me, dude. It's weird. You want to move on to the next question?
Yes. Was it 22?
Yes. From username NA, not applicable. They asked, have you seen any examples of comparable sized content creators stop interacting with each other once one of them outgrows the other? Yes.
Like everyone?
Oh, yes. Oh, all the time, dude.
Every single one?
Viewers beware. It happens more likely than you think.
It's like, again, it's very shitty, but it's just, I feel like in some cases, like I'm trying to like think like if I ever like popped off like insane levels, I don't think I would ever stop talking to like you or Evie. Like,
oh no,
like we're
absolutely
friends.
not.
Like we're friends. Like outside of content creation, we're friends. And so like, I don't understand people who could just drop those who were like genuinely close to them. And the only reasoning I could give would be they didn't have any actual bonds to the people around them when they were that size. And then now that they popped off, they don't see any more to gain from them. And that's why they stopped interacting. So it's more or less, it's not because they popped off that they stopped being friends with these people. It's that the bonds that they had originally were not strong enough to actually be worth more than a transactional relationship.
And I think that is like the biggest issues in, you know, the core of like clout chasing in general is that people see their relationships as transactional. I had, not gonna name names, but there was this one person I told that I should, you know, they should increase their prices. I was like, oh you should increase the prices of your commissions. They're really low. You know, you do so much work for them. You really should increase them. And they responded to me, quote unquote, if this big streamer telling me to increase my prices is not going to work, then you telling me to increase my prices is definitely not going to work. Unquote.
That's so fucking cringe.
That was my breaking point, dude. I was like,
dude,
I'm out. Like my opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm gone. You know, like
it's just like the blatant lack of respect for you as an individual because the numbers aren't like the same. Like it's like not even hiding the fact that they value someone with more numbers than another person. And it's just such a shit. Like we're all still people. Like I don't get it. Like a number is a number, but like these are people you're interacting with.
Yeah, and it's so dumb because it's like it's not like I'm a stranger to this person. I've known them since I was in college. Yeah. You know? And it's like for some reason my opinion, a quote unquote friend that you've known for almost 6 years is not worth even as much as someone that you met 2 months ago. Like what? You know? God. Like it's just crazy. And it's like the thing is, I felt hurt when she said that, but the way that it was so casually mentioned, it almost made me feel like I was the crazy one for feeling bad about it, you know? And it wasn't until recently I looked back on it, I was like, that's really fucking weird, you know? That's really fucking weird. Why would you value your friendships like that?
In the great quote of Mina Aoyama, that's fucked.
And I will say, she is one of the creators I've noticed that distanced themselves the moment that they got bigger.
And I would argue they're not even that big.
Yeah.
That's me being petty. I'm sorry. I'm being petty. I'm being petty. I'm sorry. They're not, but I'm being petty.
God damn, Mina, you're gonna get canceled.
What are they gonna cancel me for? What have I done? What have I actually ever done?
No, but the thing is, it's like back before like this individual started getting bigger, right? Back before, like they were very, very like interested in my beginnings as a VTuber. Like I remember these two people I'm mentioning, they both got into VTubing because of me. Like they saw that I was VTubing and they were like, "Oh, Moogie's VTubing. I want to try this too." And back then, when they first started doing that, they were very interested in me. We were talking a lot. You know, there was a lot of
like a
interaction going on because it was again transactional. It was like I had something to offer them. I had more experience in this community. I had more connections, and thus I had something that could have been of use to them in entering this new community. But the moment that they didn't really need that anymore, it was just all of a sudden there was no reason to contact me anymore. You know?
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's like. It wasn't until like a few months ago that I was like, God damn, I was really used, you know? Like, because you go through the waves of this and you think that you're the crazy one for feeling bad about it because you're like, oh, I should be happy for them. They're popping off, you know, they're doing good for themselves. But then you realize that the reason why you feel bad isn't because they're popping off. It's because you're recognizing that they're no longer treating you the same because they're popping off, you know?
Do you think that, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get too deep here, but like I don't know, like when we started getting closer, and like I feel like we pretty much like treated each other as like normal friends, like from the get go, and just like seeing the difference, because like I reach out to you pretty regularly, just like for random shit, like not like asking things from you, like just like I send you TikToks, and like we'll just like talk randomly, and just like the difference in how like they treated you. And like versus like how like we like interact with each other like consistently.
No, absolutely. It's more so like Mina, for example. I would say Mina, you know, did have a surge in viewership at one point, right? Mina got Mina did as they say, they popped off. But like during that entire point, I never felt a change in our relationship.
Yeah.
You know, it was like we were both doing good for ourselves and we were both happy for each other. And we were encouraging each other and saying like, oh, look, congratulations, you know? There was never a point where I felt like Mina doesn't deserve what she got, you know? Like Mina doesn't deserve to be here right now because she worked hard and she got to, you know, a place that she should be proud of, right? And I was very happy for her because of that.
God,
As it should be.
Oh my God, friends supporting each other's accomplishments.
But like for the longest time, I was like, you know, wondering like, why am I not happy for these other friends who are also doing better for themselves?
And
why I'm not?
And those other friends kind of felt spiteful when other people started doing well.
Yeah, it's like it made me feel like am I a bad person? Like am I someone who just doesn't feel like happy for their friends, right? And no, but it took me a little bit to realize that it's not because of that. It's because they were using me prior, and now it feels like I've been abandoned or my relationship with them has been changed in some way because of what they're doing now in content creation.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. You know, it's like crazy that like these feelings can be manipulated, right? Because I feel like a lot of people will be like, no, you have to be happy for your friend when they, you know, reach success, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not going to have enough time because, you know, they're so busy with success now, right? But the thing is, it's like if they're a friend to you, they'll make time for you. That's how adulting works, you know?
Yeah, like
no matter how
you have to make
busy
time
you get,
for people.
Yeah. You still have to make time for people. Like no matter how busy you get, if you want to keep a friendship, that's how you keep a friendship. You make time for people, you know? Like
I don't know, just like open communication I think is the most important part for friendship. It's like, okay, yeah, you go through busy periods, but it takes like a second to be like, oh, I'm so sorry I haven't been responding lately. I've just been busy with XYZ. Like, I'll let you know when I have time. Just like to be open, like if you're busy. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And I'm at fault of this a lot when I'm not like, I'm at fault of this in romantic relationships.
I genuinely think you're asexual.
I hate the idea that I have to respond to someone. I want to do it on my own free will, but the moment I feel obligated to, I can't do it anymore. I'm like, I need to escape.
You know that one meme of the penguin who's crossing his arms? He's like, no, I don't wanna.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
I simply do not. I do not want. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's rough.
It's rough out here, boys.
It's rough out here, man. But I do think this is a good place for us to end.
Heck yeah.
Thank you once again. Huh?
You want to say the outro?
Yes, I was just about to go say it.
Okay. Sorry. Fuck me. I'm sorry.
Thank you once again for being here, and thank you for listening to our podcast. You can find us both streaming at our respective Twitch channels at twitch.tv Nagami Mugi, which is NAGAMIMUGI, and twitch.tv Mina Aoyama, which is MINAAOYAMA. You can also find Migi Mail live at twitch.tv/MigiMail podcast every Friday at 8 p.m. EST, where you can join us and a live audience in the recording of these podcasts. Thank you so much once again for coming. Have a great time zone, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.